This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
Tonight, are there more secrets in this man's past? Amid new and even more heinous allegations, city leaders are considering opening the personnel file of this alleged dirty cop.
Hello, and thanks for being here. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
And I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome. We're about to get more major insight into the Marcus Jackson case. Just minutes ago, CMPD released the 911 calls from Jackson's alleged victims.
We're getting those recordings ready for air. We will play them for you as soon as possible. But there is another major issue here that could have a more lasting impact than the release of those tapes. That's the possible release of Marcus Jackson's CMPD personnel file. Given the charges against Jackson, opening that file sounds like a no-brainer. He is now accused of sexually attacking 6 women. That includes the latest shocking allegation. Investigators say he molested a woman during a domestic violence call. Now, some city leaders want to know all there is to know about this guy to keep crimes like these from happening again. That is why they say his CMPD personnel file should be made public. WBTV Steve Crump live and on your side at the Government Center. And Steve, a real concern here. Some believe opening his personnel file could set a very dangerous precedent.
Yeah, you know, it could be Pandora's box, Maureen, and a lot of the legal experts here at the Government Center, some of the folks that I've known going back to the 1980s, say that they've never seen anything quite like this before. And tonight, the Fraternal Order of Police worries that it may not end just with Jackson.
The alleged sins of Officer Marcus Jackson has the city of Charlotte debating an important personnel issue that rarely comes before council. They will decide on Monday in closed session if his file will be made public.
This is a pretty rare conversation that the mayor and the council and the manager are going to have.
The conversation is happening because Jackson is charged with committing a number of sex crimes while on duty. State law says the personnel records can be released as a way of maintaining the department's public trust, but the local Fraternal Order of Police thinks the statute goes too far.
It is troubling, and in my 30 years in law enforcement in this area, I don't think it's ever been done before.
Local FOP President Randy Hagler represents more than 1,600 officers across Mecklenburg County. Jackson was not a union member. The mayor told me last week he wants those records open.
My bias, again, is to get the personnel records out there so that people can see what was going on then and what we're doing now to try to prevent this.
The clash will come over the public's right to know.
The manager and the council, of course, want the public to have trust in the city and its services. The question here is whether or not releasing the personnel file will assist in that goal.
What's to stop them from doing it again next week or the week after if there's another case that generates a lot of public interest? Never mind public safety, public interest seems to be what's driving it, and that's a mistake, I think.
Now, it's unclear how things will go on Monday night, and it's also unclear if the FOP will mount a legal challenge. Possibly a legal challenge could come from Jackson's attorney. We'll have to wait and see. Live tonight from the Government Center, Steve Crump, WBTV, on your side.
Steve, thanks. And again, CMPD just released those 911 calls from Jackson's alleged victims. We are working to get those prepped and ready for air. We will play them for you just as soon as they're ready to go.